West Virginia Gatorade Player of the Year in the house as well, Eli Sancomb. Maroon Knights hold a 13-point lead until Trey Hawkins. 3 points for number 3, 28-18. And there he is, Sancomb attacking the paint. He had 45 big points tonight. Tigers did not let that phase them though. Trenton McVeigh splash to cut it to a 5-point game. Now Logan grows close to Zayden Whittekind. His triple is good. Now just a 2-point game. Owen Riley, the spin move on Max Oliaz, pretty, 33-30. Wheeling Central though. Turnover by the Tigers. Now Luke Sancomb, the transition triple bullseye. Wheeling led by 10 at the break. Third quarter, Hawkins out to Riley for 3. He was huge for Marietta in this one. Fast break, grows close, pulls up for 3, and it rattles in. Lead cut to 1. No matter for the Knights off the screen. Sancomb buries the 3, lead back up to 4. Riley on a full head of steam. He'll lay it in, and we are tied at 49 midway through the third. Make no mistake, the younger Sancomb can flat out play too, hitting the floater there. Now it's back to his brother, going to work on the drive and getting to his left hand all day long. Marietta refusing to give in. Grows close, cuts the lead to 5 on the layup. Off the steal, Riley will take it all the way back down to a 3-point game late in the fourth. However, Wheeling Central would close this thing out. Nico Kuzik on the other end. Maroon Knights a hard-fought victory, 86-75.